Generic greetings! Back in Vault GVN for the time being. As you can see in the previous episode, we put a lot of these walls in. So this is actually the exterior of the vault. Everything that's sort of in these little gaps here is essentially classed as solid rock. Although, to be fair, well, it just isn't. Some people have suggested that I go around and place the cave wall everywhere. And although it's a nice idea, the reality is it's going to cost a lot of money. It will take a lot of time to do, and it'll look terrible because you'll get that section where, you know, the walls go next to each other, so it has like, well, I'll just show you what it will look like, for example, but on a grand scale. Let's just place this thing here, and essentially you will get that sort of look where you get these bits of, this sort of gap, and you'll get that everywhere, so it'll look very, very poor. So sadly, that ain't going to happen, but I'll probably go around and put maybe cave wall there, or entrance, or whatever, or the floor. We'll do something. Anyway, we also got in things like the power block, the water filtration system where we got the water chip, the water heater, the infirmary, things like that. We need to get a bit more money, and obviously we'll need to hire a psychologist in order to do that, which is now unlocked. So we can go over to our office here, over to staff, and then psychologist, and shove them down. Then we've got another 10 grand, which is fantastic. We can pause it for a second. Might not got a bit of money there, that's good. And we'll go over to grants, and then we'll get probably a staff wellbeing initiative, which is quite an easy one because we have to get at least 5 guards, and then that'll be us done again. So we'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. There's another bit of money, and we'll go for short-term investment. Now, before we get the long-term, we do need a little bit more, in our bank balance. So we'll go over for, I think, a extra grant, which will give us, well, an extra grant, but that'll give us a little bit more leeway. So that'll be good. We do need to go over and sort out essentially the basic vault to give us another 10 grand. So in order to do that, we'll be focusing on that this episode. So we do need to get the shower up and running. And what I'll do first is actually spend a little bit more money on vault wall. The reason I want to do that is because I need to make sure I know where the corridors are, which that should be the corridors there. Excellent. And then we will start running some large water pipes. So the water pipe will come straight out there, and then it'll come along and just essentially follow the corridor down. Now once we get in here, we'll obviously have to also light it as well. So we will do the same thing. We'll follow this down with a electrical cable, and you can see I'm trying not to cross the streams, but it might not be possible. But we'll go down, and then we will light this up. Actually, what we'll probably do is put some electrical cable in here, because this is where we'll have the this will probably be where our laundry is. It's actually a bit too big, people have said, which I agree. We might change that as we progress on. I'm just going to pull these down, and we'll obviously light it up as well. So speaking of lights, let's go over to that, and we'll start placing a couple of lights. As I said, there's no real rhyme or reason why I place these. It's just where I think is necessary, and we'll place it sort of in the corners as we go along, and then like that, and then we'll probably place 1, 2, 3, and then 4. There we go. That should light that shower up quite nicely. So speaking of the shower, you can see it does require a shower head, and a shower head is just a 1x1. Now, how do I want to do this? Now, what a lot of people have said is we should probably put a wall down the central section like so, and then down either side, and leave a gap of 3, and then essentially you get this bit where you can have like a shower head either side. Now, I like that, but maybe not in that direction. Maybe this direction is better, because then you get a bit more gappage. Oh no, you get exactly the same gappage. So perhaps it is best doing it that way. So it's going to be that one there, and then you can go around. It will be very close in, however. So perhaps actually that is better, because then we'll have 1 across there, 1 across there, and then the same on the other side, and then benches in the middle. That is what we're going for, because it sounds like it could work. So we'll put the walls in like so, and over to our objects, and then we will go for a shower head, spin it round, and we'll put shower heads in there, and then naturally the other side as well. Now this shower is not that big. Obviously we could make it a lot more efficient if we tried, but it should do the job quite nicely. We'll put some drains just below that, and because this could actually leak, we might put some more drains near the exit as well. Now hopefully it won't be able to go diagonally. It used to be able to go diagonally, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously we do need to put some other door in here as well. So it's in objects, door, and we can see that we've got door. What? Is it not typing? There we go. We've got a large security door which can go there. We spent a lot of money on these doors actually, so you know what? It probably is going to be a bit too expensive, so we're not going to bother. So, large electrical cable is already in there. We'll go for a small water pipe, which we will essentially go up like that, up like that. Same thing on this side, and then straight across, and then connect up to that. Now, obviously, we do have a problem with hot water, as in we don't have any, so we'll have to run a hot water, well, from that hot water boiler, we'll have to run it all the way down. Now, I'm not entirely convinced this will actually work. I don't know if this is long enough. I don't think it is, personally. I don't think that water boiler will reach down here. And I'm not really willing to risk it, to be honest with you, either. I think the best course of action is to go over to vault wall and place ourselves a little bit of a vault wall there, 3, and then we will put in that area a door. Probably a staff door would be fine. And then we will dismantle this water heater. Now, hopefully it won't break. I've never actually dismantled one as far as I can recall. Come on. Does it break it, is the question. No, it doesn't. It actually boxes it up. Excellent. And then we will place a water heater in there. And then that not only will be able to heat all the water in here, it'll also be able to heat the one in here. The only issue with removing that is the other place where we need to heat water is this, which is I was going to say canteen, it's not, it's our kitchen, which, as people have also said, is too big. So what we'll probably end up doing for this, by the way, is we'll go to walls and we'll actually shrink it down to something like that. Something like that. And then you can have, you know, a bigger canteen. And that also means that if we really wanted to, we can split off this room, because what a lot of people have said is that we don't need all these toilets. We could get rid of that quite happily. And we could have a room that goes up like so. Like that. And then we have an extra area here for, like, what would it be? Like entertainment and such. So essentially a common room. It's not a bad idea at all. It's not a bad idea at all. And also means that if we really wanted to, we could probably shrink up the kitchen a bit more. And do something like that. Which then we don't need that. There you go. Yeah. That makes sense. Bit more space. No, not bad at all. Obviously, we'll go to objects and we'll put in some more entranceways like so. And job done. Right, so we have not got any electrical cable going into there. We have not got a ledge pipe going into there. And we also haven't got the electrical cable, sorry, the hot water cable going to there as well. And we've got no lights. So, lights, yes, I was going to say, I did place lights, but what happened is someone, I don't know who they are, managed to remove the lights by putting a big wall across. Oh well. So they've been put in now. Excellent. Okay, we also, if we really wanted to do that, put a bench in. Oh, that bench is quite nice, actually. Not bad at all. And we could put a bench in like so. There and there, maybe. There and there. Put a couple of benches in. Why not? Okay, so there's the shower. We do need to put the flooring in, which is cost us some amount of money. £1,000. You know what? I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I know a couple of people will probably be unhappy about me removing these, and I wandering through what would essentially be a big, thick cave, but needs must. So, things are getting a bit dirty. We have a bit of money. Hopefully get another £1,000. Let's have a quick look. Short and long-term investment. It is minus £5,000 advance payment. To get, pause a second, to get the basic vault, holding cell, kitchen, dining area, at least 2 cooks. Well, not entirely possible with that money if I get the long-term investment. So what I'll do, vault wall, we'll crack on with this area. We'll have to spend a bit of money on the vault walls. Probably 2 or 3 grand. It's all money well spent. Rooms, kitchen. Designate all this as kitchen. And then canteen. It won't be canteen, will it? It'll be dining area. She's probably a bit too big as well now. Maybe these rooms are too big. Maybe we'll do something else for the dining area. I mean, we could have We could have an extra section. We could just chop a bit off and do something else with it. There's loads of stuff we can do with this dining area. We'll see how it goes. So, dining area, serving counter, table and bench. So objects, counter, serving counter, 1, 2. Can only fit 2 in, sadly. Where's the best way of putting it? 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, then 1 there would be nice. Oh, that's okay. If we put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. It means that we could easily put a vault door there and then a staff door in there. There you go. And then they can come out there. That seems to work. That works for me. So, over to our kitchen for now. And we can see that we do need the usual of cooker, fridge, sink. So, cooker, naturally. 1, 2, 3. 1 there. And a fridge, strangely. Would we just put it on the other side, or would we do that? I'm not sure. Where's the sink going to be as well? I always like the sinks right near this entrance and exit. So put a sink in there. So I guess we've decided that the fridge is going to be like that. Just put them in for now. Very basic. Not going to really connect them up. Just we're getting the basic grants done here. So, dining area. What we need to do as well, actually, before we crack on, go to regime. And we'll just change the whole thing to 3. You've also this changed to curfew as well, I've just noticed. So the whole regime is now set. Excellent. So table and bench. Let's just go to our planning, objects, and assume we go for a 3x4. How many can we fit in? And it's not an exercise in maxing it out. We do want to have it okay, like so it looks alright. That's not too bad. And then you can have maybe a couple of tables around here if you need to. But with the amount of people we're going to get, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. A lot of people say we should put double bunks in these. It's not a terrible plan, actually. It's not a terrible plan. 12, 14. 28. Well, I'm gonna have we're not even gonna have 50 prisoners if we don't do bunks. But even if we had 50, like that would do, really. Okay, we'll do that for now. We'll stick with that. That's more than enough. More than enough. And we'll put in tables and benches. Or 1 table and bench, just to get the basic grant done. Over to staff, go for our cook, which is essentially the same thing. But they have the little hats on. They don't have big chef fluffy hat things. Which I've never understood. I mean, I can understand it being tradition, but why would you want that big fluffy, that big chef's hat? Like, it's just truly inconvenient at best. Anyway, we need a holding area, which should be easy to do. Or should it? This was going to be a holding area. Or was it? Maybe that was going to be the dogs or armory. Can't remember which one it is now. Either way, we'll go for a door. Door. There. And then we'll have this as a holding area. There's been several comments about the doors I'm using. Essentially saying that some of the doors are like staff doors, which, yeah, understandable. Some of the doors are large security doors. Some of the doors are standard security doors. Some of them are like doors. Is it going to be a bit of a nightmare organising things and whatnot? Yes, it already is a nightmare, to be honest with you. The idea, essentially, is that almost every corridor, almost every room will be sealed off with either a double security door or a single security door. The reason for that is they're going to be connected to an automatic door opener, which will go in here, and we'll have probably 2 automatic door openers. One for the majority of the prison, the rest for like mission critical areas. So for example, the large security door on the overseas will not be connected to the normal one. The one over where the armory is, same sort of deal, same as the one in here. But then, you know, it might not be any real reason, because the only reason to do that is essentially security. Like if they control that or break it, all the doors open. But if it's in the same room and they've broken one, they're easily going to break the other one anyway, aren't they? So I don't really understand whether or not we should do that. I don't think it's weird. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think it'll be good. But we'll see how it goes. Either way, we're sticking with the idea that anywhere the prisoners can happily wander in themselves, like the infirmary, we'll just put doors in there. But the other main like corridors and such, they'll have to have the automatic door openers. But we might change it as we progress on. We'll see. It's not too... we don't really care that much. Like, it doesn't really make a huge difference how we do this. But, you know. A lot of people asking as well, like, what's the deal with the deliveries? Well, we might see a delivery truck coming along, and we might not as well. But the deliveries are actually like caravans. They've got like loads of dogs pulling essentially big, broken out wrecks of cars. So this must be post drop. This is after the bombs have dropped, essentially. This is the fallout. It's not pre-bomb. So we have got grants to get. We're going to go for Dormitory A, which gives us a little bit of money, quite a bit of money actually, and we'll go for the long-term investment. So, waiting for funds for the short and long-term investment. Dormitory A's raise dweller capacity to 15. That should be quite an easy task. I've already dismantled these two, or told them to be dismantled. So raise capacity to 15. Not bad. What we'll do then is go to materials and our vault flooring. And we'll place vault flooring around here. And along here. And then along here. Now, I'm not going to go any further, because if I put vault flooring on these areas and then put walls on it, it's just going to cancel it off. So it's sort of pointless. But obviously we do need to run some utility. Like so. We'll run it in both sides, because we'll be going either side. And then we need to think about these rooms. So a room for any vault dweller to call their own. This is a standard room. Minimum size 2x3, enclosed, indoors, bed and toilet. Well, jail cell. No. Living area. The jail cell is the solitary. Living area. Variable size room to house as many vault dwellers. The larger the room, the more people you get in there. Size 2x3, enclosed, indoors, bed, stroke, bunk, bed and toilet. Yes, so these ones here. We could have, if we really want, we could have bunks in there. Or we could have standard rooms. I think rooms is the way to go. I think standard rooms is the way to go. However, these ones here, we did say that we're going to get a better class of bunk. Like, that was the idea for these ones. So these rooms would be things like radios and televisions, things like that. But we could happily have it as a living area instead, the bigger ones, which is analogous to a dormitory. And then we do that and have them as a dormitory, essentially, and have bunk beds in them and televisions and stuff, because it'll still level up, it'll still grade up like the other stuff. So do you want to do that? I don't know, probably. A lot of people as well, and I'm very surprised it took them this long to realise it, saying, isn't this a huge problem when it comes to stopping escapes? Yes. Yes, it's a nightmare. It is unbelievably problematic. Probably the most difficult prison I've made when it comes to stopping escapes and foiling them, because these are where we got our cells. To start with, they're very close to the wall. Secondly, we can't build a perimeter wall. We have to use the standard brick wall. The good news is that there's 2 walls to the end, and there's foundations across all of it. That's the good news. It means it's going to be very difficult for them to dig. The bad news is that we can't have dogs patrolling on the outside because they're not allowed here. This is essentially a cave bit, so we can't have that. It would look silly. We can't really have them on the outside because this is a vault, and the whole point is that you don't do that. And even if we did have them on the outside, this is the last tunnel bit. So if we detect it there, too late. They're already out and gone. So really, the only way for me to check it is to shake down and do it a lot. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Some people have said the best way, or the only way I can fix this, is essentially have a access corridor that goes around here and like this, and we can actually sniff with the dogs. And I don't mind that. I actually do like that idea. It would sort of make sense that you would have an access corridor. The problem with it is really that if I did that now, I would have to essentially make all of this bit like vault access. This bit here. Right? Because then the dog can patrol around, and along there, and across here, and then down there, then up again, then back and this way. And we could do that. We could do that quite happily. And we might do that. But we can't have them patrolling all the way around. It just wouldn't make sense. What we'll end up doing is blocking this bit off, blocking this bit off, and then paving that with vault floor and having that staff only. If we do that, and I must confess we might get to that point because escapes will be a problem, we'll sort of, I guess we'll build it as we come towards it. We'll see how it goes. But we might get to that point where we have to do it. Just because, as I've said many times, this is still Prison Architect. So you have to account for the things it's going to throw at us. Anyway, continue on with the building. Let's nattering. So, building these is to raise our capacity. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Damn it! This will be 14 prisoners. Not great. So, we'll see. That'll be as one off the short-term investment. Sorry, one off the dormitory. Short-term investment going to be done in just over 12 hours. Long-term, obviously, a lot longer than that. Close that CEO's letter. I do like that. Nice. This area, people have said that, you know, it's going to be clean and cupboard, and I still think we are going to have it as clean and cupboard, but some people have said that actually, why don't you, instead of doing that, have that as a protective custody? And again, I totally forgot protective custody. I just went, damn it, yes, we haven't got protective custody. I think we'll probably make this bit protective custody. This is going to have dogs and protective custody in it. So it'll be something like, dogs is 5x5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut that down, and then we can have 2 cells here, which are protective custody. Something like that. That's a rough idea. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. That was just off the top of my head there. We'll see how it goes. So, go to objects, lighting. And then we will start lighting it from these corners, although we've got one light there. We don't really need this, but we'll put one there, one in here while we're there as well, and in there. And then outside, each person's cell will have a light, and then inside the centre of it as well. So it's a very well lit area. There you go. Excellent. And now we'll go for vault floor. And there you go. We haven't used metal floor for really no other reason than I like the idea of the vault floor. We could use metal floor in things like this area, but is it actually the same? I don't think it is the same. Let's have a quick look at metal floor, see what it looks like. We'll put it in this corner here. See what it looks like. We'll speed that up to max. And then obviously we'll go to room. Place all these as room. And all that as room. What we'll do is probably make this as room as well. We'll make this as room, just so we can get the grant. Oh no, we might as well do this side. You know, might as well do that side. Let's have a look at the metal floor. Oh, I cancelled one bit of it and I cancelled all of it. Metal floor. There you go. It's very dirty, and for some reason, just weirdly oriented. Look at that. It changes its orientation based on where it's been placed. That's just so weird. Yeah, back to vault floor. Go back to vault floor. It would be a nice idea to put metal floor in here, because it looked like grates. How much is it? Same amount of money. Let's see what it looks like, eh? If it looks crap, then, you know, we can change it, can't we? Put vault floor along here. Along here. There we go. This is our atrium. Thinking about the atrium, some people have said, oh, we just got a bit of money. Yeah, yes, short-term investment. What does that look like? That looks good in the shower. Yep, that's fine. And also it helps that you got the random squares because of the designation. Yep, I like that. That's fine. The atrium, some people say we should put grass in there. Slight problem with that. It's outdoor only. So we can't. Could put carpet in. Carpet is just like the red stuff. As far as I can tell, it's like... Let's have a quick look. Is it just red? Oh my god, it is just like red. Horrible carpet. In the atrium. Don't mind that in the atrium. I don't mind that in the atrium. I don't like it in these standard rooms here. Maybe in the better ones. Like, this is your standard look. You're here because you need to be. You're surviving, blah, blah, blah. Deal with it. These ones where you've got, like, the family cells. I'm going to call them family cells, but they are just dormitories. Maybe we'll put carpet in there. And maybe in the atrium as well. I don't know. I'm not going to delete that because we might do that. Obviously, we'll use checkered tiles in things like this, which, you know what, we might as well place it because we got enough money. Checkered tiles in the what was it, the I'm going to call it canteen, it's dining area. We'll put vault floor in this. There you go. So it's like an American diner because that's what a lot of them are like. There we go. Obviously, we'll go to lighting. And we'll place some lighting, because we haven't got any. And in here as well. There we go, there's some lighting. And I think this corridor's a bit dark as well. I say lights in weird areas, but at least they are lit up. Okay, so, 33 grand. We can get another bit of money. We've got trading, vault, and maintenance. We'll go for maintenance because it should be quite easy. Cleaning through bureaucracy, groundskeeping, foremans, all that sort of thing. So maintenance will not groundskeeping. Why do we need keep your outdoor areas tidy? We'll unlock them because we can. I mean, we're not going to have them. You understand? We'll go over to office, over to rooms and office. We're not going to have an outdoor area. We'll designate that as office. Obviously, we've already actually put the office in, so that's fine. We can just place them down. That looks quite good. Areas looking okay. So for these rooms, we will simply go for, well, what do you need? You need your usual, I'm guessing. So it's beds and toilets. So your beds and toilets, we'll go for toilet, which is, yep, the old one with the cistern and everything. Excellent. So we're going to put it in probably this corner, as far away from the walls as we can. There we go. And we're going to, no, we won't put that now. And then we'll place the beds in, which we'll have probably like that. Do we really want... I'm trying to think, which is the most efficient way of cloning it? Actually, it doesn't really matter. Would it be just like that? Yeah, we'll do it like that. So it means when you lean to one side, you can see the bog. See the toilet there? There we are. And obviously, these do need to be surrounded by walls and doors. Now, we could do security door. And since these are cells, actually, it probably would make sense. Yes, security door would make sense. We won't have to have automatic door openers on them because these are outside a cell. And when you have a cell like this, which obviously called rooms in this mod, they will automatically open and close based on your regime. And obviously, if we go for a lockdown, you can see they all shut down as well. There we go. That's fine. Excellent. So, utilities. And we'll go for a large water pipe over here and then down. And we'll go to just there. And what we'll do is we'll probably take it... actually, we don't need it any further. We'll go for a water pipe going up to there, water pipe going up to there, and then we'll connect them up, and then finally we'll join it in like so. There we are. Excellent. So we now have 14 vault dwellers maximum. And what we're going to do now is go to quick build, clone, and I'm going to clone that. and place it down there. There you go. Quite simple. And then that'll get all cloned. Obviously, we need to put in these walls. The doors there. We'll get on with that. So that should get the other grant done. That's why I'm doing this. That should get us the cell of dormitory A. And then once dormitory A is done, we will... there we go. Get some more money. Excellent. 50 grand. 50,000 bottle caps. I tell you what, I'm gonna be able to buy everything this trader has when he comes along. Oh, hi. Do you have... I'll take those. What? You bought everything. I'll take them shelves. If you can tell me what that quote's from, what film it's from, then plus 5 generic reference points for you. And if you cheat by going on the internet, then shame on you. So, we do need to put some water into this sink, but we'll see that later. Because I'm just trying to get a couple of the basics sorted. Although, to be fair, you would class probably water in a sink as basic, wouldn't you? So, we need at least 2 janitors, 1 gardener. Well, we might as well get both. 1 gardener. He's like looking around going, literally the easiest job in the world. I'm a gardener inside a vault. This is great. This is fantastic. And then you realise that you're being assigned to the vault that does all of the plant stuff and all the plant testing, and you're there just going, damn it, damn it, damn it, I wanted an easy life. Oh, good grief. Okay, so we'll go for, I think, a security procedure certification, and we could go for dormitory B, increase our capacity to 50. Now we'll probably go to 30, not 30, it's 28, isn't it? There, plus these ones, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll just be off dormitory B, but we might hack it and get around the system. We'll go for that, because it gives us a nice little advance payment there. So 71,000 caps. We are losing some money per day, but obviously that's the cost of running the vault. We're going to leave it there. Not a bad bit of building at all. Not a bad bit of building at all. We've got the rooms all put in here. We've got the shower put in. All the basic stuff done. We've got atriums, if we're thinking about that. Obviously, we've got things like this diner and stuff. This is pretty much almost a fully functioning vault. Next episode, what we'll do is we'll get a couple of the remaining things done. So essentially we will put some water in where we need it, put some more things like tables and chairs and more stuff in the kitchen, and then we'll wall some stuff off, set some patrol routes, hire a couple of more guards, a couple of no-go areas, and then get some prisoners. What sort of prisoners do you want? I am leaning towards a bit of everything. Like the whole point of this being a test, right? If this was a test of having prisoners inside a vault, then naturally you would bring them in, and then you would actually go, right, well, you know, we'll have some low, medium, and high risk and see how they interact. We could have like this as low risk, this is medium risk, and this is high risk, even though the high risk have better beds. But there's many different experiments that we could do. I would like to know what you think we should do. That's the whole point in this Vault Tech experiment. Like, do you want all of the high risk shoved in here, and maybe this is like, this is high risk, this is low risk? Do you want it mixed? Do you want the better cells to have all low risk so that, you know, fosters resentment among the populace? I mean, how do you want to go with this one? Let me know in the comments and we will go from there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.